Hello. It's January 14th. It's Wednesday. Yeah. Amazing as that is. Here we are. It's the 14th. And that means that we're almost halfway through this month already. Have we done anything? No, I'm working on a deal, but it's slipping and sliding. Yep. It's 109, 22, 23. You can see the date right there. All right, let's get with the program. Oops, we gotta switch cameras, yeah. So what's going on? Well, according to my Funkin' Wagnalls here, the Mega Millions jackpot, which I am following twice a week, Tuesday, Friday. Yep, well, we just had the Tuesday drawing. No one won. I'll show you the statistics. No, I don't want to do that. No. We do it here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh gosh, I'm such a mess. Favorites. There we go. There it is. It's the electronic version. Facebook just left. Yeah, 2 minutes into it. I'm gonna have to put a sign on my Facebook account that says, go to YouTube. Facebook is unreliable for some reason. I don't know, it keeps falling out. That's it. I'm going to put a sign. I have to think about it. I have to remember. That's what I have to do. This is not the first time. And of course, can't hear myself think. Whatever that means. It means I have to turn down Epidemic just a tad. Particularly when we start talking about all these numbers. I've been told I'm a numbers guy. Well, here we go. Good luck. That's where Friday. Notice in red. So the $105 million figure is the sum of all the future cash flows, aka, what does that define? NPV, PVN, or VNP? Sounds like a test question, doesn't it? It's NPV, net present value. Yes, that is the sum of all future cash flows. Well, I have in this model all these numbers. They're calculations. This right here, this $3,461,000. In order to calculate the sum of all future cash flows, you have to know what the first payment is, because each succeeding payment, as you go across the spreadsheet, is 5% larger than the first payment. So it has a 5% annual growth rate. So it is not only it is not only an annuity, it is a 5% growing annuity. So you have to calculate that first payment. And that's a monster. There's a big formula in there. Yeah. And then the next column, let's shrink this up a little bit so we can see the column headings. We're getting a lot of rows here. The next column heading is the final payment. So I'm showing you what the first payment is. And then the miracles of compounding after 28 payments. That last payment is $14 million. Started out at $3 million and now it's at $14 million. Yep. That's the end result of 28 5% increases. And you add them all up and you get to $230 million. But if you want all your money up front, that would be the net present value of all those future cash flows. That's calculated. It's about $105 million, plus or minus. Now, if you get now you actually don't get $105 million. Why? Because Uncle Sam takes his 24%. So that arrow right down there in the bottom, this amount right here, there's the arrow. That 79,876 number is the amount of a check that's the check you're going to get in your hand. If you elect the cash, I want all my cash up front, then that $230 million annuity becomes 79,876. You get $79,876,000. However, 4 months thereafter, assuming you claim this in January, February, March, April, 90 days later, you're going to have to cough up another 13 million or so, because you're going to be in the 37% tax bracket. You know, if your annual earning was $79,000, then you're in the 37% tax bracket. Therefore, in April, your checkbook shrinks to $66 million too. So what you do, the difference between 79 and 66, it looks like 13.6. So this is what you're going to do. Just pay attention now. 13.2, 13,200,000. 13,200,000. That's a lot of money. You're going to give that to Uncle Sam also, but you're going to keep it in an interest-bearing checking account. Interest-bearing account. A CD, because you're going to send that off to Uncle Sam. But for the 90 days, Truist, for example, times 0.04 equals, ouch, ouch. They're offering 4%. Okay? Money market account. Well, that would grow to $528,000. So, I've said in previous broadcasts, just send it to them all, all up front. No, you might as well hold on to it and earn $500,000 on interest. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. Yeah. So you can just, and then when you send that money off to Uncle Sam, mail him a check. Yeah, send him a check for that $13 million too. And because that way, the 13.2 added to the, oh my God, the difference between 105 and 79, 80, and I got $25 million. So they get $25 million withholding, and then you're going to send them 13 million too. And when that's all done, you'll end up with, 66 million somewhere. And then in the side pocket, you got another $528,000, which is just the, I might as well do a print screen of that, because I may remind myself of this sometime. Just want to let everybody, whoops, what the heck? What the heck? Yeah, we'll just go, yeah, we'll just go right there. There we go right there. Yeah. Save the photos. $528,000 interest. That's on the amount of money, the 13%, because they withhold 24%, and you're in a 37% tax bracket. Therefore, you owe them $13 million. That's you do your tax return with do TurboTax if you haven't hired a building full of accountants. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yep. That's it. There we go. Pi. There's pi. 3.141596. Yeah, this is to the fourth decimal place. They rounded. That's a number I use all the time, so I remember it. To the more advanced in the series of decimal places. 3.141596. That's 6 decimal places. Yep. There are a few people that know that number. I happen to be one of them. Everyone remembers 3.14, but they forget the other 4 decimal places. 1596, yeah. All right, where's the Tesla? The Tesla is parked. Where is it parked? It's parked at 2300 Glades Road. And where is it parked at 2300 Glades Road? It's parked right in front of the building in one of those shaded parking spaces right there. Not in handicap. There's 2 handicap spaces, and then these spaces are, parking places for people that go in the building, work in the building, whatever. Yep. I'm wondering when I'm going to get my next. I'm wondering when we're going to get our next release, our next advanced piece of software. Anyway, so the annuity is no joke. At 80 years old, I'm not going to do the 29-year annuity. It's not a 30-year annuity. It's a 30-payment annuity. But you get the first payment the first day. And you get the last payment 29 years later. It's $14,249,000, roughly. It's amazing. That's, but if you elect to get the lump sum payout, the $230 million annuity will fund $105 million. But Uncle Sam's going to take out 24%. So $105 million shrinks to $80 million 8. $79 million 8. Poor boy. But remember, we're going to take that 13% that you're going to have to pay later, in April, which shrinks your overall to like $66 million. But anyway, that's like 13 million 6 that you're going to have to send. Well, you're going to put that in an interest-bearing checkbook, because that way, gosh darn it, you'll earn another $500,000. It's actually more than that. Where's saved recently? You need to put a heart on this, or else I can't see it. Oh, yeah. You rascal. So, recently saved. We don't want that one. We want favorites. There we go. Yes, we have some erroneous pictures which we don't want to show. We don't want to televise bad pictures. Anyway, so in case you just woke up, last night's Mega Million drawing was 16, 40, 56, 66, 64, and the number 4. The Mega Millions ball, whatever they call it. The ball with the stars on it. There it is. You got number 4. 16, 40, 56, 66, 64, and the number 4. And as it turns out, in the wisdom of the magic wisdom, the right numbers. Yep. The white balls number from 1 to 70. The yellow balls go from 1 to 24, I believe. There was 25. They decreased it to 24. And then they increased the white balls from like 68 to 70, something like that. Anyway, so that was to generate larger ultimate payouts to the grand prize winner. Because when it gets to 230, then it's too big. Yeah, it grows, so from week to week. Let's go back to here, yeah. Or, every 3 or 4 days, because it's a 7-day week, right? Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. Until someone wins. It resets at 50 million, and it did so on December 3rd, because on the prior poll, someone won over $1 billion. Wow. We're dealing with hundreds of millions. You increase that another order of magnitude when you're talking about billions, and someone wins, so let's say it was $1 billion. That means after tax, you'd end up with 350 million in after-tax cash. Woo! Yeah, that'd be a lot of money. Oh my God. That's totally crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can estimate that using using your own brain here. Let's expand that a little bit. Just multiply everything by 10. Just multiply everybody by 10. These columns, anyway. Now there you might, unless you knew where to put something, if you want to, let's go to my spreadsheet so you can talk. Plain mamaloosh. Let's go up here. Let's go here. Put this piece of paper aside. And let's say it's a 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. A $1 billion lottery. Oops. All right. We need to expand that a little bit. There we go. All right. So we got a $1 billion lottery. There we go. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Good luck. So a $1 billion lottery, that means the sum of all the future cash flows. The cash payment, if you elected to not take the annuity, would be $456 million. However, there'd be a 24% withholding. Therefore, you'd only end up with the amount of money that's to the right of that little arrow. You'd only end up, poor boy, you only end up with $347 million. And then, you've got to write it. You got to pay 37% income tax. So depending on what tax year you actually got this. Now you're in the new tax year, so you wouldn't have to pay till April next year. And I don't know whether the government requires you to pay estimated taxes, because you get a big check. Anyway, but a TurboTax will tell you what to do. But in the meantime, the difference between 288 and 347 is, oh my God, 50 million, 60 million bucks, $59 million. $59 million. Do you know how much interest is? That's, that's a lot of interest that would accrue over 6-8 months or whatever the heck, till you made that other 13% payment. Because surely you would be in the 37% tax bracket. If your annual earnings was $457 million. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to have your accountant visit. The IRS would want to probably have a visit because you're a large taxpayer. But you pay lots of tax, I don't know, they may just leave you the hell alone. Anyway, if you decided, if you are a young couple, you might think about the annuity. Because where the hell are you going to spend all this money, number one? Now, you got some friends and relatives, so you give them some money, but you don't have to give them it all right away. You could write them, So, let's assume you're going to take the annuity. That means on day one, you walk out with a $15 million check. Instead of $347 million, you get a $50 million check. That's not chump change. Heck no. No. And then year 29, you had a $60 million check. So, but the important thing is that day one, you get 15 million. Day one plus a year, you get another 15 million. 16 million. The second plan, it's right there in what do you call it? It's 15 million 8. Then it's 16 million 5. Then it's 17 million 4. Then it's 18 million 3. I mean, these are huge payments. And it all adds up to $1 billion, okay? So when you take the annuity, so it's worth $1 billion if you allow it to be paid over 29 years. If you just want to grab the money and run, then the lump sum is the net present value. And what's the net present value when your first payment is $15,051,051 and it increases 5% a year for 29 years? And there's complicated calculations. So let's go all the way to the end to see if it proves out. Oh yeah, that last payment would be reduced by $55 because due to rounding errors, you were underpaid $55. So that's why it says $99,999,945 because you're underpaid $55. So that last payment would be $55 larger than what is displayed there. Yeah. Interesting. That's our little check digit column there. Those last two columns I have there. And it says, the sum of all future cash flows is almost $1 billion. It's $55 short of $1 billion. You're supposed to get $1 billion. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How that works. Anyway, so after you pay your federal taxes, in Florida there are no state taxes, so at 288, if there was $1 billion annuity, that 288 million that you would retain in your checkbook is after all federal taxes. Good through 2028. Then the great big beautiful bill is subject to change. If Congress changes, maybe they're going to change the tax code to take a bigger chunk. Now, if you elect, just so you know, if you elect to take the annuity, which means you get the $15 million check right away. Now, let's say 5 or 6 months into that, you decide, what, I think I'd rather have all the cash. I don't want to worry about whether the people that own the annuity or, the lottery people, I don't want to worry that they're going to make these payments over 30 years. None of these people have done it, I don't think. None of the people in plain sight, anyway. So, darling, let's turn in the annuity. We got the $15 million. So therefore, the net present value of the future cash flows wouldn't be 457 million. Wow. That's your lump sum payout before tax. So since you already got 15 million of that, you could go to Wentworth or some, you go to JT Wentworth, wherever the Wentworth people are that I've seen advertised on television. So, yeah. And say, hey, I've got 29 future payments. The net present value is 441 million. You want to buy it? You want to fund me 440 million? You take over this annuity thing? I don't think I want this annuity. So you pay out the annuity, you make a couple $1 million, what do you call it? And I'll take the cash. So you give me 400 and, something short of 450 million. Give me 10 $45 million checks and change. Let's get it right. Yeah. Cashier's checks, by the way. Yeah. And then we go to our favorite banks and make deposits. I've got 3 or 4 bank accounts, different banks. Make the deposits. And then put them in interest-bearing accounts. And you live off the interest. Yeah. Anyway, so you're going to end up with 288 million in your checkbook. That's after-tax money. So isn't that amazing? Whew. You gotta... So you gotta read the fine print. When it says $1 billion lottery, that means if you overpaid over 29 years, and they're going to start off with a $15 million check. And the annuity payments grow 5% a year. Yeah. Add it all up, it's $1 billion. Anyway, so we're just playing with that number. The lottery people told us, I believe, that they estimate the Friday lottery to be 230 million. We better get that back in here. 230. Oh. Press enter. There we go. Now we get everything back down to reason. 79,876. That sounds correct. All these things are calculated. All I got to do is put in that, and that amount of money of 230 million, and everything else calculates. Yep. Anyway, so we played with the $1 billion number. Yep, we're going to go to the photo album because we don't want to make any mistakes here. Recently saved. That's it. I went to the lottery panel here to figure out what the winning odds are, or the losing odds. There's a way to look at it, going up from the bottom up. You can see the winning odds is 1 in 290 million. That's why no one has won the lottery in the last bazillion weeks. How many weeks have we got here? This is 14 weeks. It's turned over. What does turnover mean, Jimmy? Tell me. It means that no one won the 215 million, so that turns over to the next week, the next drawing, so Tuesday, rolls over to the Friday drawing. And the rollover is expected to increase 15 million. That's 215 plus 15 is 230. Yep. Pretty basic math, huh? Good luck. Yeah, I got all this stuff. I got all the columns captioned. I got the first payment. I got the last payment. And I go all the way to the end of the lottery and see if it all checks out. It's within $100 on that net present value. Yeah, it's close enough. All right. Now, Iran is ahead of us in time. It's already, it's probably already tomorrow. I wonder what they did. Did they hang anybody else? Trump is saying, you do that again, and you're going to have hell to pay. So this is the New York Post in living color. They say, eyewitness accounts from Tehran Revolution. My hell is... Haven't heard a word. So in this cover, you can see in the bottom right corner there's a text. I've done a little expando. You can see right there, as Trump vows that help is on the way. All right, well, what help is on the way? What does that mean? Not only are protesters being shot dead by Iran's Islamic dictators, but families are being forced to pay bullet fees of $5,000 to get their bodies of their loved ones back. An eyewitness in Tehran writes for the Post. Yet people still take to the streets because everyone believes the regime will end. Well, that would be a good thing. get rid of all these ayatollahs. They'd have to go flee to another land. Maybe they'd flee to Moscow. Trump would, you know, that would be quite a trick. So let's see. Let's go to let's just well, you think the New York Post? Let's just go there. Let's breaking. Let's see it breaking. Iran issues sickening assassination threat against Trump. Oh my God, that's not good. You need to take out those folks. Oh, by the way, see Kitty Fountain? That's a pretty good invention, I tell you what. I would say my cats, they have several models. So shop now, do that. And look at Fountain. Check that one. This one right here. They like this one best for some reason. Yeah. They drink either on the fountain or they lick it out of this tray. That's a stainless steel tray, and then it goes through another little filtering thing, and then the water goes back down, and then it just circulates around, gets filtered, it flows through activated charcoal. It's really it's a nice device, and it works off of the 5.2 volts that comes out of these power banks, you know, that they give you a thing where you can plug it in. Well, if you don't have a plug right near, and where I have that water thingy, I don't have a plug nearby. So I plug it into one of these power banks, and it pumps it for a couple of weeks before you need to charge the battery. It's a big power bank battery. So that little electric motor there doesn't draw a lot of amperage, as they say. Anyway, what is it? It's what's the price? Add to cart. Oh, let's see, it's $59. Plus they give you some stuff. They give you a mat. It's like a rubberized mat. That's all right. There you go. That would cost, $65. Free. Add the $29 pack of goodies, filter packs and activated charcoal doodads. So that brings the subtotal. Is that right? To 64. Let's see if I go to take that out. Shop now. Yep, the 2-liter job. So they have these little package deals, You got the $59 package. And then you add a little bag of goodies, the filter papers and stuff. Ooh, 59 becomes 89. Let's see, something went wrong. Oops, sorry. Anyway, this, These water fountains are very good. Yep. I have two of them. I got two cats. I have one over by where the food bowl is, and I have this 2-liter job, which just runs continuously. And yeah, it's a good value. Goodbye. Glad I got that. So Midori, he's sitting in federal prison, deep underground, hopefully, not to see the light of day. Supermax prison, maybe not. No, they're not going to haul him out all the way over there. They just got to protect him so he don't get murdered by the bad guys that are in jail. After all, there are a bunch of bad guys in these prisons. There we go. Yeah. There he is. In living color. Then we got all this fraud going on. Can you imagine? $350 billion worth of people just being scumbags and stealing money out of this U.S. government. Friday, January 16th. 2 days. You get another shot at Mega Million. The jackpot has grown to $230 million. I just showed you all the payments on that. Oops, that's not the right. That's not supposed to have a heart on it. There we go. Oh, there it is. 230 million gets you take home pay is 79 million. After you do the rest of your taxes, your checkbook will shrink to 66 million. However, you would have been earning interest on about 13 million. Oh my God, I have to keep doing this. Doing the math on 13 million. 13, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There we go. Times 0.04 equals. Oh crap. That's $5.2 million worth of interest. Let's just figure it out per month, divided by 12. So you'd earn $433,000 a month would be the interest accrual on that 13% that you owe Uncle Sam whenever you do your tax return. Can you imagine? So you're going to put that $13 million in the side pocket, and you're going to put it in an interest-bearing account. And the interest, you can tell the bank, fund the interest over here to my other checkbook. So every month, it's going to get hit with $433,000 worth of interest money. I mean, these numbers, they're so big. It's like, really? Did I do that right? I do have the right decimal point. Do I have the accent on the right syllable? Yeah, I guess when you got, oh gosh, $13 million. Can we just do that again? All right, clear all data. 13. Oh. 13 million. Backspace. 13 million times 0.04. There we go. 4% equals 520,000. Okay, I did something wrong. Divided by 12. Yeah, we had the wrong order of magnitude. This is still a huge number. It's $43,000. $43,000 every month. That would be accruing while you're waiting to do your tax return. Yep. And since you're being paid now, this is 2026, you don't have to do your tax return until April of next year. Now, I guess there's an estimated tax payment thing. You'd have to just let TurboTax know. They'll tell you what to do and when to do it. Yeah, generally they're pretty good at that. Yeah. If you hire an accountant, a really good one, he's going to go to TurboTax and do your taxes. Because he's going to ask the same 1,000 questions that the machine posts to you. Are you this? Are you that? Do you have any money in foreign bank accounts? Do you do any business in the foreign, out of the USA? No. No. You answer all those questions. Then they know how to deal with that, with your payments and whether you can accrue that interest or, you certainly can do that. The question is, you may have to send that along, with your, they will tell you what to do. Not Jimmy, no. I do not give investment advice. I just tell you to get an investment advisor. Let him tell you what to do. Yeah. In the meantime, it's getting chilly in New York. And could see, some post-Christmas snowstorms. Truist Bank has just been acquired by Pinnacle Financial Partners. He's president and CEO, so he knows a lot about what's going on in banking. CEO. Our next chapter as Pinnacle. They apparently have a bunch of, between Synovus and Pinnacle, they operate all over the Southeast, going as far as Maryland, maybe, up to Washington, D.C. Is that the Washington, D.C. area right there? Could be. Anyway, the editor of this photo source that I use is bragging about how that he picked the EOS R system, the Canon EOS RF system, which is a lens system that requires this focal plane to be 22 millimeters exactly away from this principal. With the lens cap on it, the body cap. There's some Canon L lenses. You see that L, 85 millimeter, f1.2 L. That's also indicated with the red band around there. You can always tell an L lens. Here's a blue lens. I'll have to. That's probably not a Canon lens. Argus, looks like. So that's their blue lenses. They'll take off after Canon. Yeah, I've got the 70 to 200 f2.8, a spectacular lens. It's like a portrait lens. You can see things that are closer, than 20 feet away. It's going to focus, about 3 feet away. So you can fill up your imager pretty good at 3 feet away. Yep. I just checked on it. It's still alive and well on a tripod out here on display with our celestial telescope. But in all truth, the iPhone camera takes just as good a picture as that does, like when you take a picture of the moon. As sad as that sounds. It depends on the time of day and everything. Yeah. Is the RoboCab supposed to go into production in April. In the meantime, my car has the automated autopilot full self-driving software. It's full self-driving supervised at the moment. Yeah. Supervised, which means you got to pay attention. But all you do is you put your address of where you want to go and hit go, start or something or other on the screen, and it pulls out of the parking spot and just goes. It It goes, it makes left turns, stops at stop signs, goes at green lights, stops at red lights, takes the right turns, lane changes, forks on the road, whatever. It navigates properly to get you to your destination without incident. Yeah. The likelihood of an incident is 1 in about 6 million miles. So with 6 million miles of driving in autopilot, it may encounter an incident. That's what they file with the National Highway Traffic, they have to file every year a complete report on their performance. And of course, Tesla keeps track of all these numbers. And the last I read is that the human driver, 24/7, driving on the millions of miles all around North America, somebody's going to get in an accident about every 900,000 miles. I'm rounding up. So every 900,000 miles, someone is going to get into some sort of an accident. Either because they weren't paying attention, or because the other guy wasn't paying attention, or all the other million reasons why you may want to click the computer rather than rely on yourself. So if you turn on auto self-driving, the computer, and let it fully drive, the likelihood of an incident then drops to 1 in 20 or 30 million. That's huge. This guy's in jail. And there are a lot of dictators around the world that are wondering if they're next. Is Trump and his army can just drop in, grab you, and fly you out. And then all of a sudden you're in a jail cell somewhere underground in the United States, waiting for trial. Now this guy, he's already had his preliminary hearing. He's had the hearing that you can get if you're a Morningstar. So that's over there in the side pocket. There's a lot going on with iOS, the operating system of the iPhone. And since many people have iPhones, yours truly does. Oops, there it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have this strap we have like hanging over your chest. And it's a really handy way to carry your phone, because that way you don't have to put it in a pocket and you don't have to carry it in your hand. You just put this lanyard around your neck and your shoulder and cross shoulder, and it hangs to your side. You want the screen facing your body, so if you bump into something, you don't injure the screen. I have this nice silicone case on it, which these cords, very strong nylon cords of some kind, tie into the bottom of the case. So the phone kind of hangs upside down. Yeah, no worries. And so my alarm clocks, my alarms, and this it's like this one over here. See, the same time, of course. The seconds kick off exactly the same. It's like synchronized swimming. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Gets the signal right from the same satellites. But anyway, if you were to, analyze what's going on with iPhone, with the iOS 26. I have iOS. Let's see. I have the phone. Is the 17 Pro Max, iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I have it loaded with this 26 series software. And it has the liquid, and if you don't want the liquid looking display, where the numbers look like that, you can turn it on, turn it off. You have all kinds of different adjustments if you want to get fancy with your phone settings. I'm not real fancy with the phone settings, but it has all kinds of, security updates and keeping bad guys from getting in your phones. You just got to make sure you have an adequate password. Yeah. And if someone hacked a company where your passwords, so they could have copied your password somehow, then change your password. But change it to something, that's like at least 11 or 12 digits. And that'll usually render that. So if you save your settings, that's a good way to go with that. Yep. Go ahead and let's see if we can show you what I'm talking about. We'll go to settings. Whoops, we got to shrink it down a little bit. So you can see all of what you need to see. And, you can see the Bluetooth is on. I don't have any devices connected. I should. How come my watch isn't showing? My watch should be connected to Bluetooth. Let's take a look and see. sure if I'm looking at the right, let's see, let's just, I have this nice little photo album that keeps changing photos. Yeah, you can swipe through photos if you want. There we go. And turn on your hotspot on and off. Accessibility. Let's see. See, liquid glass. Do you want clear or tinted? Let's see. No, we don't want that. We're going to leave it on clear. To change it, you got to put your password in and everything. Or you have to restart your phone. We don't want to do that. Let's see, light to dark. Automatic? No, we just want it dark. Yeah. Text size. I think I need to turn it down one notch. There we go. Okay, night shift is off. Display zoom by default. Advanced. Oh my God. Reference mode. Use this mode for color critical workflows in a controlled viewing environment. I don't think so. Okay, we got the font, I think, figured out. Battery, how we doing with battery? Battery health is normal. Yeah, we gotta know about all these things. I don't know what normal means, so forget about it. I think the text size looks good. I don't have an Apple Pencil connected. I have two over here. Probably need to be charged before they can take a breath of air. Time on screen. So last week, I averaged 20 hours and 55 minutes. I think that's what it's telling me. Okay. Everything looks good. With my passcodes and stuff. I went there because we were looking at that liquid display. Yeah. Right here. So apparently Apple's coming out with a 12-inch MacBook. This is going to be a real product category all on its own, and it's going to knock off the competition. I mean, they've reduced the whole laptop into a chip that's just, now it's got a whole bunch of little devices on it, surface-mounted devices, they call it. But the chip is the size of my thumb, flat, of course. And it's in behind the screen. So you'd expect some huge, big computer. No, everything's in the microelectronics is so small. It's like two nanometers thick, which is, like a millionth of a meter, I think. The architecture is, because it's a wafer and it has 5 or 6 different layers. And the space, the layer takes no more than 2 nanometers in dimension. So if someone were to see you with a piece, with something that was trapped, in our environment, and certainly our cars represent something of the fact that, they're quite wrong. Some of these crazy people are defacing their America the Beautiful National Parks and Federal Recreational Lands Pass. You can get an annual pass. Well, this 250-year celebration pass, is 250 years right there. Your resident annual pass, which any of us could get. They're like defacing it. So, like this. Yeah. And they're saying National Park Service has updated its policy to discourage visitors from defacing a picture of President Trump on this year's pass. The use of an image of Trump on the 2026 pass, rather than the usual picture of nature, has sparked a backlash, sticker protests, and So that lawsuit will go nowhere. I guarantee you. Or the Federal Service say, naughty, naughty, you must go to each. Yeah. Apple has finally agreed so that next year they're going to have a folding phone. It's going to look just like that. Yeah, it's going to look just exactly like that. And that way you can have like a mini iPad right in your pocket, so to speak. So there'll have to be some, on the outside here, they're going to have to they should put some kind of display so you can see the date, the time, what your next appointment is. Can't just be. It shouldn't be dumb. We shouldn't be dumb on these things. We should be able to know where these some of these things are. Yeah, these guys here are causing such an outrage in themselves. Jail killer ICE. It's time for us to get a fresh cup of coffee, and we'll meet up tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, see if we can get a morning edition. I had a late night edition last evening, because of the pulling of this Mega Millions jackpot. Put that paper right there in case, for ready reference, in case someone is interested in that jackpot. The new jackpot of 230 million. Yeah, that's a crazy amount of money, isn't it? Whew. That's a crazy amount of money. Whew. Of course, after Uncle Sam and the net present value of the future cash flows and all that, because that 230 million is paid out over 29 years. Okay, now the cash option, the lump sum, the jackpot lump sum payout before taxes is 105 million. So a $230 million lottery becomes 105 real fast, because you don't wait 29 years for your money. And of course, you're not going to get a $105 million check. You're going to get a $79,800,000 check. And then when you finally do your taxes, since you're going to be in the maximum tax bracket of 37%, your checkbook will shrink to $66 million. So my suggestion is the difference between 79.8 and 66,000,002 is 13,660. Take that 13,660, put it in a savings account or a money market account, that earns 4 or 5%, and while you're doing your taxes and everything else, that 13 million will grow by about $500,000, I think. Didn't we do a calculation to that? 13,660 That's it. That's that extra 13% to get you to that 37%. So we're going to put that money in a separate savings account times 0.045. Let's just say it's a 4.5% interest. Yes, it's $600,000 of interest just on that money that you're going to send to Uncle Sam, but you don't need to until the next tax year. You know, because if you got it in 2026, you don't do your tax return until April of 2027, right? I don't know. Your tax guy will have to tell you whether you need to make an estimated tax payment. At $13 million, you probably have to divide up into 3 or 4 quarterly payments, you know, to avoid any penalties. Sorry for the P word. Yeah. Anyway, these people are screaming. Annoying. Here's the biggest lottery jackpots. Mega Millions had one October 23. It was 1.537 billion. Yeah. And Powerball, that went to 1.586 billion in 2016. Yeah, okay. Let's just do a search. What are the 10 largest lottery winnings in American history? Enter. Show the largest lottery jackpots in U.S. history. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like. The top one. Jackpot alert 1 billion. That's a nice image. Let's see if we can save that image. What the heck? There you go. Power play, yes. Okay. Let's get rid of the reader eye. Yeah, there we go. Let's take a look at this. There has to be a chart. Oh, here's a bunch of people trying to buy tickets. Saved photos. Oh, something happened. Okay. Let's get with it here. Oh my God, they're going to go through this with from the smallest to large. I don't like this. Crap. Let's try pressing that button again. Got some nice photos out of it, but I don't like the... There we go. Let's start over. Let's go to Wikipedia. Let's get started. Continue without logging in. We don't need to log in, all of that. Are we not going to... There we go. I kind of want to do that. There we are. To Jeez. The largest single jackpot winner was 2.04 billion. Woo. That was Powerball, November 22. The largest jackpot for a single ticket. The largest cash value for a single ticket. Due to technical difficulties, the November 22nd drawing did not take place until the morning of the 8th. They didn't have enough decimal places for 2.04 billion. So the net present value was 997 million. Yeah. So here you can see net present value. So those two columns, whoops, the cash value is that, the per ticket is that. There must have been more than one winner. Yeah, there we go. Yep, there you go. So when they give you a list, they give you a big list. The list of the U.S. lottery jackpot winning draws 400 million or over. There you go. As you go to the bottom of the list, and it's gets down to 400 and this. Yeah. So when you get down to this $400 or $500 million level, it seems like it pays up more often. Well, here's 414. Yep. Arizona, California, New York, Florida. Let's go back. Let's just do the Google search kind of a thing. Yeah. And we'll see what they come up with. Thinking. There we go. Now what we're going to do is hit AI mode. Right there. There we go. Let's see what that develops. Can we see this? Should be able to see this on your screen. There we go. There you go. AI mode comes up with this. There we go. As of January 2026, that's current times, the 10th largest lottery jackpot in American history are dominated by Powerball and Mega Millions. There you go. It's a little more of a, tells you where the ticket was bought. Kind of like that. The most recent one would be December 24th, 2025. So that was right before Christmas. Powerball, 1.8 billion. Sold in a gas station in Arkansas. Cabot, Arkansas. This remains the second largest jackpot ever won. And it hasn't been claimed yet as of, because this is number one. The winner was Edwin Castro. And the number 3 winner, tickets sold in Missouri, no named winner. Represented. A group represented by Theodore Struckingen, whatever that name is. 1.7 billion. A single ticket in Florida, Neptune Beach. Claimed by Saltines Holding LLC. All right, well, this is Florida. So apparently Florida, Mega Millions, you're allowed to form an LLC and it can be the winner. So that keeps your private name at least a layer out. So if you're doing a little privacy, you can create an LLC and have, participants in the LLC, limited partners and a general partner. And that way, the limited partners, like you can, each of those limiteds could get a piece of the winning prize. Let's say 1% by him and 1% by him. And, let's say you divide it up by percentages. And that way there's no double taxation. That way when they get their distribution, they pay their tax, which would be right away. Rather than me paying the tax on the whole bundle, I give the money to, Billy Bob. And when Billy Bob takes his money in as income, he pays tax again on it. So it's like double tax. So apparently Florida allows LLCs to be the winners. So, you got to get a lawyer, got to form the LLC, you got to make sure it's good, and then and then the general partner could be a corporation who has shareholders. I mean, you can muddy this up so it make it hard for someone to figure out who the winners are. Which, you don't want your phone ringing off the hook. I guess you just got to change all your phone numbers. I read somewhere in all these photos, I have a to-do list if you win. If you were and one of the things it said is go around and, like if you have children, something, buy a bunch of burner phones, write down all those numbers, so you can talk to your spouse back and forth. So you got 2 burner phones for you, and one for you, one for your spouse. You get a burner phone for each person that's going to get a piece of this money, and you just have to use those burner phones for the next couple of weeks, and then you have to change your real phone numbers in your my phones. You just have to change the phone number, or else it's going to bring off the hook. So that phone number that you love, you're just going to have to, give it up and get another phone number. Anymore, it's speed dial, so you don't know your numbers anyway. Yeah. All right, so we have this list separated by AI mode. You can share this list. That's the top 10. All right, let's share the list. And we're going to share it. I don't want to share it. I want to copy the link. There we go. Then I'm going to go to all my, what do you call them? And I have where I send stuff to myself. That's where I'm going to paste that. And send it to myself. All right, now let's open it up. And will it give me this list? Do I have to do anything? Oh, I didn't like the way that looked. What the hell's going on there? I don't want to learn more. There we go. It's generating it. AI overview. Yeah. All right. That's my little secret. Yeah, you look things up. You get the link, copy the link, and send it to yourself, and then you've got it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go make sure. I think the kitchen's good. Haven't really eaten anything healthy today. I took all my supplements and medicines this morning. Yep. I have these, I got these lights. You can get them on, on Amazon. They're like 14 inches long. These LED strips. 3 different colored light. Like super white, average white, and then slightly coffee white. And it has a little globe, a little button about the size of my pinky, like a little arch. Maybe I can show you here. This is like prior things I looked at. Let's just go home. See if I get a better picture of what I was. All right. Anyway, you charge them up, and you can set the things so that when you get near it, it just lights up. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to reach up. You don't have to turn it on. You don't have to turn it off. And when you leave the kitchen, for example, or leave your laundry room, it automatically turns itself off. So the battery is good for like a couple of weeks. We'll figure that out. So I have one in the area where I have my popcorn popper. I have one in the laundry room which could be expanded to 2. There really ought to be 2 in there, but we'll see it. It's enough for Marilyn. It lights it up a little bit, Yeah. She wants it brighter in there. I'll just get another one. Yeah. They're like $10 a piece, so it's not a giant amount of money. And it's easy. You just pull them off and charge them up, with a 5.2 volt. The same charger that's the same voltage and cord that's used to charge your iPhone, for example. So it takes a USB-C plug, and yeah. So pretty wild. Let me go one more place to look. Let's see here. There it is. This is what I was talking about. These light strips. So it's a 2-pack. Let's see. Yeah, 2-pack, $15 a piece. Two for $30. Warm white. Let's see, what is this? A 2-pack for $12 a piece, 14-inch, little wider one. Three-color, 10-inch. Is that a 2-pack? So you can save $10, and it brings it down to so if you put it in the cart, the $30 becomes $20. So yeah, warm white, 14-inch model, limited time deal. But that's what I was talking about right there. $2,500 milliampere hours theirs. And yeah, you got 3 different color lights. I like this. Yeah. Just brightness button. Plug in there. On, off, and auto. Auto means that sensor. The PIR sensor. There you go, you just plug that in there for a couple hours, charge it back up. So the motion sensor version, anywhere from a week to 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And it was just, it only takes, overnight to charge it up. And then it's good for another, month. What's not to like? That's it. I saved it. Buy me later. That's why there it is. I get all kinds of stuff that I've looked at that I may come back and buy. And I put it in the save for later pile. I get all kinds of stuff in here. It's easier than trying to hunt for it again. I got the gloves. I wear these. I don't know if you guys your hands get cold at night. My hands get a little cold right now, actually. I got these black gloves. There we go. Keep your hands from getting cold. Hands get just a little tiny bit chilly. Yeah, your wife touches your hands, says your hands are cold. So just, these are black gloves. I got a pair of white gloves, black gloves. I got black and white, depending on what color. See, I got my black gloves on. And the problem with that is that you have to use, like a pen where you got the little tip where you can use that to, because you can't use your fingers anymore because, yep, bingo, we just shut that down. Because you got a glove on. You don't want to take the glove on and open, on and open, on and off. Just toughen up with Tuesday party. There you go. I captured that at, what time do you think it was? 5:30 exactly in the morning. I had to save that clock just because it happened to be exactly 5:30 in the morning when there it is. It's right in the exit data. Yeah. Close that down, yeah. Brennan's trying a new job of trying to get people that need either windows or roof or, whatever kind of repairs. This is a highly reputable company. No, thank you. Tesla is providing auto insurance now. So I'm going to change. Tesla knows how magnificent their full self-driving is. So if you use it, and the car keeps track of how often you use it, and when we go on these road trips to Orlando or whatever, I use it. It works magnificently. Holds the car when you're on the highway right between the white lines. It doesn't wobble like you might. You can't fall. I mean, if you were to, fall asleep, the alarm would go up. The car watches your eyes and watches the movement of your head. It has algorithms in that software where it actually tracks if your eyes blink real slowly. A chime and an alarm will go off, in the car to wake you up. Yeah, it'll nag you. It won't. And if you do it again, then it'll turn itself off and say, "Sorry, no more full self-driving for you for today. We'll reactivate it tomorrow, but you're going to have to drive yourself because you need to take a nap. So get off the highway and go get some coffee or do something, but no more full self-driving for you." And that's what'll happen if you violate, because it tells you you cannot fall asleep. You're not allowed to take a nap on this software, not yet, because it's full self-driving supervised. Now they have not announced this. It's just capable. The capabilities now of the software are so advanced that it will allow you to text message. You can let go of the wheel and text message, and it won't. The full self-driving software will continue to operate because it'll assume that you're going to look up occasionally, often enough, because you are sitting in front of the steering wheel, or behind the steering wheel, I should say, and this way you can text message. Whereas before you couldn't. Now you'd say, if you text message again, we're going to turn off wholesale traffic. It'll alarm, it's different alarm sounds to jolt you back into paying attention to the traffic in front of you. But, if you're in stop and go traffic or you're, in just open highway traffic, you may want a text message, how you doing, Aunt Louise, and The Full Stop Routing software version 14.2.2.2 will allow you, they haven't announced it. It's just a capability that they're not announcing. The only way, it's like word of mouth, like all 3 people that are listening to me right now know about it. None of which own Teslas, so all right, what are you going to do? All right, sports fans, it's coming on 3:05 p.m. As you can see, my black gloves, you can't see what I'm pointing at. Ooh, I should put on the white gloves. Keep the black glove on this hand and put a white glove on the other hand. Come in here in Maryland and say, what the hell is this guy doing? Yeah. I'm trying to keep my hands. Yeah, I feel so good, yeah. But I have to use this pen. That's why I have this pen handy, because it's the only way I can operate the touch screen on these iPads is to use the pen, because I have a glove on my finger. If I use my knuckle and push hard, if I push hard enough, then the capacitance screen will recognize my knuckle, but I have to push hard on the screen. I just pick up the pen. Or just use a glove, just take the glove off. Yeah. All right, well, I have to take the glove off to use this trackpad over here. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye. I need to, whenever I shut down, what is this, Wednesday? I need to put up the Wednesday sticker. I need to make it full screen. There we go. And then I need to click on this. I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I want to go into the kitchen and see if my remote control lights work. They do. They do. And this is January 14th, so we'll see how long they last. It'll depend on where they are. Because if they're in a high traffic area, they'll come on more often. Okay. That's all I know. So you all have a great day. And we'll talk to you tomorrow, Thursday. Maybe in the morning. We'll see. I don't know. Probably in the morning.